Hi everyone. I'll be covering on some questions on topic number 1, numbers and their operations. Question 1. Put these numbers in orders of size, smallest first. 0.5, 2/3, 3%, square root of 0.5, and 0.23. When working on this question, the first thing that we have to do is to convert everything to decimals first. So 2/3 is actually 0.666. How about 3%? Use your calculator, key in 3%, you will get 0.03. Square root of 0.5, get 0.707. If you can, you may want to write down all this together. 0.5, 0.666, 0.03, 0.707, and 0.23. Based on this, it's where you can compare. The first digit is all 0, so we cannot compare. Second digits have 5, 6, 0, 7, 2. The smallest number is 0.03, which is 3%. So 3% will be the smallest. Next, I can compare again. 5, 6, 7, 3. 5, 6, 7, 2. So 2 is the smallest, so it's 0.23. Can you see that as I write down the smallest number, I cancel away the number? So 0.5, 0.6, and 0.7. 0.5 will be next. And we are left with only 2 more, 0.6 or 0.7. So left with 2/3. And lastly, square root of 0.5 as the answer. All right, remember, do not write down the converted decimals as the answer. You need to write the question number that is given to you. All right, that's all for question number 1. Second question. 2a. Write 256 in the index form as a power of 4. So power of 4. Right, index form. So how do we do this? What is it asking about? Right, they are actually asking you 4 it times how many times do we get 256? So if you use a calculator, you just press in 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, 5 times, you get 1024. But if you use 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, 4 times, you will get 256. But how do we write it in index form? The 4 appeared 4 times. So index form, the base is 4. How many times? 4 times. So this is the answer to 2a. Right? 2 to the power of -3 as a fraction in its simplest form. For this question, use the calculator. All right, key in 2 to the power of -3. We'll get 1/8. Something to take note. All right, they are asking you as a fraction. So your answer need to be a fraction. Something to remind you. Next one, question number 3. Round this number correct to 3 significant figures. How do we know that the number is significant? All right, we'll say look out for the first not zero number. Okay, so I'm going to use a different color to show you where I do this question, All right, the population of Singapore is 545,4,000,2021. So each number is significant, right? The number supposed to be 5. Can you see the arrow that I have drawn? This is the number that we should stop writing, right? So 5, 4. Okay, so the 5 will remain as 5 or become a 4 or a 6. We look at the number next to it. So it's 5, next to it is a 4. So it will continue to remain as a 5. But is this the right answer? You realize the actual number is very huge. It's 5.4 million. How can it become 545 only? So we need to add in extra 0. All right, this 0 are add up to bring up the value. Okay, so this is the answer for question 3A. The distance walked by Cindy is 0.045675. So each number should I look at for 3 significant figures? Can you see that the first 2 number is 0? So they are not counted. So I look out for the first non-zero number, which is 4. 4 will be my first significant figure, 5 second, 6 will be my third significant figure. So my answer will be 0.0456 or 7. Actually, 7. Because the number next to 6 is 7, which is more than 5. So this is my answer to question 3B. Hope I'm not going too fast. Find all the prime numbers that are greater than 20 and smaller than 30. Prime numbers. Can you still remember what's a prime number? Prime numbers has only 2 factors. Right? One of the factor is 1. The other number is the number itself. Example, 3 goes to 1 times 3. All right, 2 goes to 1 times 2. Okay, so above 20 and smaller than 30. So I just write down the numbers first, easier for you. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, prime numbers usually they are odd numbers. There is only one even prime number, that is 2. The rest of the even number, they are not prime number. So 22 I can remove, 24 I can remove, 26 I can remove, 28 I can remove. Any numbers that end with 5 and 0 can also be removed because they can always be divided by 5. Example, 25 is 5 times 5 as well. So 25 I will remove. So we are left with only 4 numbers, 21, 23, 27, 29. Let's look at 21. 21 is 1 times 21, 3 times 7. The moment it has more than 2 factors, 21 is not prime number. 23, 1 times 23. Anything else? No more. One of it is 23. How about 27? 27, 1 times 27. Any number else? Okay, will be 3 times 9. 27. So 27 is out. And lastly, 29. 1 times 29. How about 2 times 13? Nope, it's not 29. So it's only 2 factors. So my answer, 23, 29. Okay, so this is the solution for question 4. Question 5. Question 5 is write 4.2 million in standard form. Okay, million is 10 to the power of 6. All right, try to remember this, okay? 10 to the power of 6 for million. So in standard form, it's 8 times 10 to the power of n. A must be less than 10, more than 1. All right, so my answer for 5A is 4.2 less than 10, more than 1, multiply by 10 to the power of 6. This is the answer for 4A. This is what we call standard form. B, 15 millions in ordinary number. First, write down 15 millions in standard form first. 15 times 10 to the power of 6. If I want to change it to become standard or ordinary number, you just have to key in 15 times 10 to the power of 6. Get the answer of 150,000,000. 15 million. How I wish one day we can have so much money. Right, this is the answer for 5B. Right, how to get the 15 millions? By using calculator. Okay, so please remember that. We are left with 3 more questions. Question number 6. Write 1,237 and 55 cents to nearest $10. So 1237.55. Nearest $10. So each number is nearest 10. It's the $10 value. So this is the ones, this is the tens, this is the hundreds, and the last one is the thousand. Right? So we are actually looking at number 3. So based on the values, my answer will be 1, 2, 4. All right, I need to add in the 0 to bring up the value because it's 1,237. It will not become 124. The 0 is added to bring up to become 1,000. So this is my answer to question 6A. 6B, decimal place, 1 decimal place. 1237.55. Which number is 1 decimal place? It's actually this number. The number after the dot. The number after the dot is the 1 decimal place. The second 5 is 2 decimal place. So my answer will be 1237.5 or 0.6. If you look at the number next to the 5, it's a 5. So the 5 will become a 6. All right, so this is the answer to question 6B. Question 7. By rounding off each number to one significant figure. This is a very common question in paper 2. By rounding off each number to one significant figure. All right, it always happens in paper 2. But just in case, I'll just do it here. Normally, it's in paper 2. All right, so every of the numbers shown there, we must change it to become one significant figure first. 53.6, it will become 50. All right, just write down here first. 53.6, the number I'm looking at is 5. So it becomes 50. 53 will not become a 5. I need to add in the 0. 9.54, right? So 9, I will increase to become 10 because next to the number is a 5. 104, I'm looking at 1. It will become 100. And lastly, 0.05, I'm looking at number 4. Come 0.05. So based on this, I will just need to rewrite it. Become square root 10 over 100 multiplied by 0.05. Then you use the calculator, 50, or key in everything just on the calculator, square root of 10, all right, 100 times 0.05. All right, I will get the value of 31.6227. 3SF, 31.6. This is for question number 7. Last question. Write down a fractions between 1, 3 and 2, 3. All right. Between, they want a number inside 1, in the middle of 1 and 2. So if I look at here, the in between 1 and 2 is 1.5 over 3. But please remember, do not write this as the answer because for a fraction, there is no decimals at all. So if you're doing it this way, you need to key in as a fraction 1.5 over 3. You press the equal sign, you will get half. I show you another way of doing this. 1/3 is actually 0.333 and 2/3 is actually 0.6666. So I just need a number that is between 0.333 and 0.666. The number can be 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. Any of these can be the answer. But remember, you need to change it all to become fraction. 4 over 10. All right, which is 2 over 5. Or it can be 5 over 10, which is half. Or 6 over 10, which is 3/5. So the answer can be 2/5, half, 3/5. Up to you. All right, but please remember, this is not a very difficult question. Just change things to become decimals, you'll find easier. All right, this is all possible questions in topic number 1. All right, numbers and their operation. Hopefully it can be useful.